I'm going to go live. I have gone live on YouTube. I have no idea how this is going to go. Is anybody there? I've got numbers. All right. Hello. This is brand new for me, so I'm kind of not really expecting many people on. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to just go on the Click Twitter and tell everyone there about it as well. Just see if we can boost the boost the numbers a bit. So hang on. Here we go. 1 second. Right. There we go. So I've retweeted from the Click account. How are you? Can you hear me? Hello, Rachel North. Right, there's someone on. There's someone on. Oh, yeah, how come this doesn't show up in your YouTube page? I don't know. I don't know. This is all very new to me. I know I should know a lot about YouTube live streaming, but I just don't do it. So, um, yeah, if you're coming to this through Twitter, then welcome. I've put the link up. If you're looking for the link on my YouTube page and you can't see it, then you're obviously not here. But what I thought I'd do was just kind of see whether the experience was any better for me and for you, because I know when we've been doing it off the phone on Twitter, these things, the sound has been famously 2 weeks behind the picture, or the other way around. Um, and so I just thought I'd see whether it was any better here. I'm streaming off my laptop as well because I'm not allowed to stream off my phone because I don't have enough subscribers on my YouTube channel. Because up until this morning, I wasn't really planning for people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But we've got comments. So loud and clear. Gary says refresh the page and it might turn up on my YouTube page. Okay. Am I almost in sync? It's good to see a few of the familiar names here. To see the world. I love that name. Who are you? To see the world. Says I'm almost in sync. So that's good. Wow. Who knows? Who knows? How are you? It's sunny again here. And it's very quiet. And this feels different. This feels different from doing a Twitter live. I kind of figured it would. I didn't quite know why, but it kind of feels more formal. I've got a laptop resting on on a kid's chair, which is resting on a coffee table to get it up to the right level. I've got a professional microphone, which I assume. How's the sound? How's the sound? Is it all right if I go? I scratch the microphone like that. Is it even this microphone that's recording the sound? I don't know. This is all completely new. But it certainly feels kind of more formal. And when I hit go live on YouTube, I had to fill in a load of stuff. I had to tell it about whether this was suitable for kids or not. I mean, it's not even suitable for adults. So no, it's not suitable for kids. And there's loads of stuff. So anyway, so I mean, high quality. It's good, but a bit quiet. Oh gosh. I mean, what can I do about that? I can maybe move the microphone a bit closer. There you go. You got a lovely shot. This is the microphone that I use for voicing Click a lot of the time. And I've never bothered to buy a windshield or a pop shield for it. I don't know whether you know anything about microphone technology, but microphones are very, very sensitive to plosives. So if you get too close to this kind of microphone, for example, when you go like that, it should blow your ears apart. And so you can get these thick bits of foam that go over microphones, and you'll see them even when people are wearing lapel mics. They might have a little bobble, or they might have a big fluffy on there, depending on how windy it is at the time. And in fact, a few months ago, or 1,000 years ago, yeah, pretty much the same. I did a piece when I went to Denmark to look at a new mic that they were making over there, which could intelligently reduce the wind noise. We took it paragliding to see whether the sound of a normal microphone was different to the one that I had pinned on, which was this new advanced mic. And annoyingly, the broadcast mic that we usually use was actually pretty good. Because normally when I'm standing on a hill and I'm trying to present and there's a slightest bit of wind, we have to take it again because the wind basically sounds like that, assuming that this is the mic that's picking up the sound. It kind of sounds like that. It's a bit like when someone blows in your ear. You know when someone blows in your ear? Yeah, you know that? So there's this roaring noise. And so you have to protect a normal mic from that with a big bit of fabric. And this microphone that I was wearing didn't have... I can't answer the call now. I can't answer the call because I'm live. That's the boss. So it's good to know that he's aware of what I'm doing most days. Yeah, so this mic that I was wearing didn't have much material on there to block the sound out. I think it was intelligently spotting what's wind noise and what's not, and it's just subtracting that. And in fact, here's a link this week on the program, which is being final edited at the moment. Chris Fox is doing a piece on software that you can run during your video calls and your video meetings that reduces background noise in the same way. So the idea is it takes out washing machines and vacuum cleaners and doorbells and maybe even barking dogs and screaming children. I don't know. And I think it's doing it in software. So I think intelligently it's listening out for human voices and it's removing all other sounds from the audio. So that's coming up this week. I need a nice muff. Yes, I do. Lockdown hair. That's all I can say. Maybe I need a KN95 mask. Yeah, that'll reduce the popping, wouldn't it? Are you on Wi-Fi or wired? I'm on Wi-Fi. Maybe I need to be wired, or maybe I need to move to a different place that has better internet, because we've discussed this before, and I can't get decent internet here for love nor money. Looks like I'm all set for the Click Karaoke Zoom party. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know karaoke is one of the things that Click does once a year? And it's only because the subsequent bosses on the program have been absolute karaoke nuts. So when we were being run by Richard Taylor many years ago, God bless him, he's in San Francisco now and he's well and he sends his regards. We would do if I told him I was doing this. He was an absolute master of karaoke. He had one song, which was Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. And wherever we were in the world, he would find a karaoke bar and he would do that number, including. So we used to go to, do you remember when we used to go to places? Yeah. And we used to go to CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And we stayed at a pretty grotty motel close to the convention center, but we liked it. It was kind of home, and we knew the staff, and the staff knew us, and they'd kind of shield us from all the weird drug deals that were going on, and all the people carrying guns around in there, and all these weird people that were there at midnight. But they had a karaoke contest every Friday night, and I'm sure that's the reason that he kept booking us into that motel, so he could take part in and win the karaoke contest every year with Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. Then we went to LA once, and we went to a place called the Saddle Ranch, which is very famous. It's on Sunset Strip, Sunset Boulevard, and it's a kind of almost rough and tough Western rodeo barbecue house. And so we go there, and you couldn't order small food, so you'd have enormous food. And they had a karaoke contest randomly one night, and we've been there quite a lot, but we'd never seen a karaoke contest before. And there's lots of people wearing Stetsons and lots of big burly kind of LA types, looking all great. And they did karaoke night, and Richards walked up to the karaoke master, and I thought, no, don't you dare, not here, not now. This is not the place for Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Lo and behold, he did Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, and he absolutely won the night. Everyone had their lighters, and they were doing it. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. The guy knows no fear. And that's really why the program has done as well as it has done, because he's one of those people who doesn't take no for an answer. He can get in anywhere. The trick is, if there's security on the door, just pretend to be on your phone and walk past. Or, as Mrs. Photographer Her Indoors says, carry a cable and they'll let you in, because obviously you're doing something important. David says, random karaoke contest, eh? Richard arranged it. He probably did, actually. He was probably on the phone in December saying, we're coming and we're taking up a few rooms of your motel. Could you pop on a karaoke contest for us? So Richard left the program a few years ago, and now Simon Hancock, who just called me, well, hung up on. He took over the program, I don't know, 1,000 years ago now. It's kind of time is wibbly wobbly these days, isn't it? He loves karaoke, but he does a very different style of karaoke. He basically sings Britney Spears in a death metal thrash style. And so we've been in Japan, where they love a karaoke, and he's found Britney Spears, and he's been there, shirt undone, screaming into the microphone. His favorite is actually Like a Prayer by Madonna. I remember now. And so the program is consistently run by karaoke nuts. I wasn't planning to tell you about that, but there you go. That's what this is about. Who sang the George Michael part? Asks David. No. This was the Elton John original that Richard was singing. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although, is it sacrilege to say that the George Michael and Elton John version is better? There you go. Rayleigh could stand in as a pop shield. Don't tempt me, because that microphone looks just the right size. Forbearance, be kind, yes. Be kind to Rayleigh, and Rayleigh will be kind to me. Talking of which, one of the things that we're going to talk about on the program this weekend that we've already recorded is lockdown hair. My good friend and brother from another mother, Dallas Campbell, is hosting a day of STEM lessons and activities today, and he posted a picture of his lockdown here this morning, and I posted a picture of mine, confirming the fact that we are actually the same person because we've got pretty much identical hair. The difference being that I think it's been decided by committee that this is going to get the chop by tomorrow, I think. So it's been mooted for a long time. We've talked about it before on the lives, and I think this weekend is the weekend it's going to happen. We kind of talked about doing it maybe live on Twitter tomorrow, but I think I've decided that's boring because it's going to take about an hour. And one of the reasons is Mrs. Photographer, her indoors, has said she's going to do it slowly and carefully and gently, which is good. And also, I don't think you don't really want to be seen on camera, do you? So although if we get the framing right, you'd only see sort of like up to here, and the head would be there. I did also think about doing something more nutty for charity for the hair, but not this time. Maybe in the next global pandemic, I'll do something crazy with my hair. But the thing is, right, you can see my head must be a weird shape because after a while the hair does this and it starts ballooning out there. So that's the bit that I really need to take down. This bit up here, can do crazy stuff if it likes. Suspiciously lighter at the moment, isn't it? This hair, suspicious. It must be the sunshine. Hey, let's look at what you're saying, because people can comment on this just like they can on Twitter. That's great. Geezer's saying, did you get sorted on the thermal camera technology? The BBC Newscast podcast interviewed the CEO of Heathrow last night and said they will be installing them very soon. What we did is we turned the thermal camera interview into a more substantial piece that's a bit more balanced than just an interview with someone who's making these thermal cameras. So we've got a couple of experts on talking about how effective thermal imaging might be in spotting people with a fever. My problem with it was not everyone has the same core temperature. So one person's fever might be another person's healthy jogging temperature. So that is going out, and that was voiced yesterday, last night actually, and I delivered that voiceover through this microphone, and they're editing it at the moment because it's bank holiday tomorrow. I know, right? Yeah. What's bank holiday? But it means that we've got to deliver the program a day early. So everyone's panicking about that at the moment. Meanwhile, I'm lucky enough to be thinking about next week's program. I think we are talking to next week, or I am going to be talking to someone from Taiwan about how they've got things right over there. One of the members of parliament. I'm also going to hopefully talk to, and I'd probably better not name them, but someone famous, a musician, about lockdown gigs. So I'm going to try that. as well. And we're probably going to do that on Monday. And this afternoon, after this, I'm going to talk to my good friend Seb, who's a laserist, who's been doing some brilliant things for the NHS. He's been shining messages in lasers on buildings near where he lives. And we had him on Click Live last year, year before, can't remember, timey wimey. And he did a great bit of lasering for us. He's an official laserist, which is an actual job title and an actual qualification. So I'm going to be talking to him this afternoon. Let's look at how have they got things right, not having someone orange in charge. Sorry, I'm seeing some messages here about I was hiding in YouTube and you had no notification. Sorry about that, Anna Maria. I was hoping to post, and I thought I did actually post a notification on Twitter saying this is where I am. But I'm just investigating this today, just to see if the experience is worth the hassle, because we're kind of all gathered on Twitter and we all know where we are at 12:30, but the streaming experience isn't brilliant. So really, I'm interested in whether I'm in sync, whether it's a better experience. I'm landscape, I'm not portrait, so who knows whether that's good or bad. But let me know. You can let me know on Twitter later. What's this? Sophie Alice Baxter is rocking the Corona quarantine concerts at home with her kids. I've heard that, yeah. And someone said Brian May as well. And of course, there's Matt Lucas who's doing the Thank You Baked Potato stuff. Am I related to Max Headroom? Professionally, probably. Rewind. Anyway, thanks for letting me know about the quality so far. So the haircut will happen tomorrow. And the weird thing about doing TV on a weekly basis is haircut continuity. I cannot maintain it. If I record the interview with Seb this afternoon, it's going to be with this hair, and then when we run it, it's going to be with shorter hair. But really, there's nothing that I can do about that. And this is going to be my hairdresser. So that's going to be good, isn't it? Because having a non-trained human who doesn't have a qualification in hairdressing is terrifying enough. But oh, good. You've got the stickers on there. That's all right. Never mind what the hair looks like, as long as the scissors and the glasses are colourful. Go for a skinhead. It says Amiga 600. Yeah. I don't know. Is anyone coming to this live stream for the first time today? I wonder. Probably not. I can see the numbers. Those are the hardcore fans on there. No one is finding this on YouTube for the first time. High Risotto. Yeah, so now you're in high definition look on YouTube. I'll be honest, I'm not as comfortable on this as I am on Twitter, and I don't know why. I think it's because on Twitter I'm doing it on my phone, which means I've got my laptop screen so I can kind of do other things. I can refer to things. Whereas this, it's kind of just a whole new experience. So I don't know whether I'll continue. Sanja says, Spencer, big fan. Do you ever want to be more famous in the USA? Don't knock the mic, whatever you do. Do I ever want to be more famous in the USA? I'd like to be more famous everywhere, up until the point where the tabloids start doing stupid things, going through my bins. Are you having fun there? You're liking the landscapeness of it. It's difficult for you to creep in on a portrait picture, isn't it? My phone is what's probably causing the sync and pixelation problems. You're absolutely right. And the reason I've got this microphone rather than relying on the in-laptop microphone is because the laptop is working quite hard and the fan's starting to rev up at the moment. And that has caused problems in the past. Yes, so I'll be more famous in the USA. Yes, please. If you happen to be an agent, then let me know. On Periscope, I look very casual and hip. Are you watching on Periscope? You can't be watching on Periscope right now. Is this what you define as casual and hip? You know what these things used to be? These used to be 3D glasses. And someone took the lens out of them to make them into a comedy outfit. Yeah, I know. Almost as if 3D glasses turned out to be completely useless. Have you heard O2 and Virgin Media are to merge? Yes, I saw that this morning. And what? Get off. Not now. Yes, I did. I haven't. I have to say I haven't properly digested what that means for the world. I still can't get fiber to this place, so it means very little. What mic is this? Yeah, I don't mean to do. I moved it closer so because people were saying it was quiet. It's a USB cardioid mic. Um, I won't talk about the brand, but you might be able to work it out anyway. Um, they still are 3D glasses in a physical sense, says David. Thanks. Yeah, I tell you what, this 3D is amazing. It's like you're almost there. Did I need see the new Surface announcements yesterday? No, no, I didn't. What was I doing yesterday? Oh God, I was crawling around on the floor with the kids, trying desperately to keep them both entertained when they both want to do different things. Parents, it's hard work, isn't it? Struggling. Yes, I do use this mic for voicing the program. It's not the one I use when I'm presenting. That's a clip-on mic like that. Thanks. Vitamin D. Have you have you literally put coloured stickers on everything? Have you literally done that? I'll have one of those. Thanks. Did you say what my kids would recycle me into? No, that was a really weird conversation. So at the moment, my 4-year-old is interested in putting animals, toy animals, in cages and talking about that. That's all she wants to talk about. She wants to put animals. So beware in cages, and she'll make a cage out of sticks or even toy cars or dominoes or anything she can get a hand on. I know. Be afraid. Be very afraid. She wants to put stuff in cages. And yesterday, she wanted to talk about. Oh, it was because we were talking about the haircut. That's right. We were talking at the dinner table about haircuts and the fact that I'm going to get one tomorrow. And then the suggestion was, why don't we just take the hair off there? This is from my daughter. Get off. Those won't even go through. Won't go through there. And then she started talking about chopping me into pieces and recycling me. Jeez. Yeah. You teach age 4, do you, Heather? Yeah. So she's supposed to be going to school next September. I assume that's going to happen. Now we got water moss on. Get off. Remember, I can see you even when I'm looking that way because of that. We got water moss on. Now, what did water moss say? Where's right? You like that Kate is back or was back last week with Webscape. Always nice to see someone else that finds websites to visit for me. Yeah, we got Kate back because she had to go away for a while for stupid contractual reasons. But right now, we all need some web resources, including what did she do last week? She did education. I think this week she's doing mental health. So she's doing websites that hopefully will make us all feel a bit better about ourselves, resources to go to if you're suffering. The microphone looks huge, by the way. How big is it? It's that big. Okay. It's that big. But yes, it does look big. Heather teaches 75 nursery children at age 3 and 4. See, my son, who's 10, he hated nursery because it was chaotic and unstructured. But he seemed to get on with school because there was much more structure. Spencer does ASMR. What is this thing about ASMR? Have you heard about ASMR? It's all this kind of low, gravelly, whispery stuff into your ear holes like this. Axel is saying this stream is better. Are you using OBS and what camera? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not using OBS. I've got to get it installed. So far, I haven't. But OBS, what is that? Open Broadcast System, I think it stands for. We use it for recording Zoom interviews. I use a different piece of software to record Skype interviews. That's Ecamm Recorder. But OBS is what a lot of professional YouTubers use. I know that. So you can do vision mixing and stuff. But no, this morning I woke up and I thought, I'm going to try doing YouTube today just to see. I'll be honest with you, I'm not as comfortable doing it like this, and I don't know why. It feels a bit more formal. I feel like I need to talk more sense. We need to be much more mature about it, as you can see. Open broadcast software, yeah. LJ uses OBS on her music evenings. Yeah. I'm sure she does because she knows what she's doing. Whereas I just threw this together at a moment's notice when I was told I couldn't go to work anymore. The experience is better, is it? Okay. Well, we'll see. There's not as many people on. Sometimes I get, I don't know, 100 or so on. I mean, it's still not many, is it? But there you go. And we've got about half that at the moment. So I don't know. I don't know if it's harder to find, it's harder to get to. Maybe we'll talk about it later on Twitter. I'm also, what I'm not going to do today is I'm not going to play any music from my now albums. I don't think, because I'm terrified that YouTube will give me a copyright count, um, and I don't want that. So maybe we'll see. Will you just next time you see me? I'm not. I'm not going to be as hairy, and many things will be confirmed tomorrow. The status of this relationship being the main one. um Anyway, shall we? What else? What else can I tell you? What else have I been doing? If anyone knows how to get hold of Dan TDM, I want to get hold of Dan TDM. He's a big YouTuber. I'm fascinated, and it was one of the things I'll talk to Seb about this afternoon, because he's a YouTuber. Is professional YouTubers. It's something that I don't do. It's something that I'm fascinated in, because there are some people making phenomenal amounts of money just by doing this every day. And Dan TDM is a big Minecraft hero with my son. So I kind of want to get in touch with him, but he's ignored my emails so far, probably because he's way too famous. But I'd love to get a hold of him. And there's a guy called Tom Scott, who's a YouTuber as well, who I came across many years ago. And then kind of he went away from my awareness, and he's massive on YouTube now. And he does these brilliant explainer videos. You're a big fan, aren't you? Yeah, you like the moire lighting ship warning system, didn't you, the other day? And so, there are these YouTubers who just pop up and they do niche videos, and they get millions and millions of hit, and they make really good livings out of them. Vsauce is another one. I love Vsauce, with Michael. What's his name? I forget his name now, but Michael. He's in America, and he does these phenomenal explainer videos, and they're 20 minutes long on a really geeky subject. And it's my kind of stuff. Not your kind of stuff, is it? You like more. What do you like? Just watching show of hands, do live stuff. Yeah, of course you do. Who? Peter? Who? Gabriel? Never heard of him. Was he? Is he going to be famous at some point? Yeah. Um, Tom Scott, the techie guy. Yes, Tom Scott, the techie guy. Yeah, I'm sure we all share our nerd heroes here. Adam Savage, yeah, he's a good one. He makes puppets as well. Are you interested in puppets? Do you not like them? You don't like them, do you? No. What do you think of Hacker the dog? You do like Hacker, yeah, but just not puppets. Got you. Are you going to upload the full video with the Scandinavian guy? Yes. So if you missed it, I did this really interesting interview with the boss of Decode Genetics in Iceland. Just very short recap. In 2013, we went there. Decode Genetics have been collecting the blood of Icelanders for ages and deep freezing it so that it can be used in future research. And so it means that right now Iceland is ahead of the game on genetic research for COVID-19. They're looking to see whether our genetic makeup dictates how badly we suffer from COVID-19. And I had this fascinating chat with him. We're going to use it's turned into, I'm really happy with the piece, as long as it doesn't get sliced to bits in the edit, which sometimes happens. But it's a long piece, about 6.5 minutes. Yeah, yeah, sliced like that. Hopefully not like my hair is going to be tomorrow. But we can only use a few minutes of them in the TV program, but the whole thing goes on for about 40 minutes. And no, you're not editing it. I edited it, and it's going to be on YouTube tomorrow. Icelandic vampires. Yeah, it's a bit like that, but Iceland's great. Okay, right. Let's stop it there. We've done half an hour. We usually do about half an hour. I don't know what the experience was like for you, but please tweet me afterwards. This might have a comment section as well, for all I know. I've literally spent the last hour sorting out microphones and working out how this YouTube live thing works. Thank you very much for being there. I didn't even eat any quiche. I'm going to have some lunch now and try and get rid of this headache. So I've got a headache now because it was supposed to be an easy day today, and I've made it hard by doing this. And then I'm going to do an interview, and then I'm going to have some meetings this afternoon. I'm going to talk to the boss probably now. Yeah, all right. I'll just chug a vitamin D. All right. So I'm not going to do one tomorrow. I'll try and do one on Monday. on YouTube or Twitter to be decided. But for now, much love. See you later.